Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for taking the time to watch Hello the Game. Today we are talking about an Ikoria Lair of Behemoths farming guide. Everything you need to know as not only a beginner player to Magic the Gathering Arena, but a returning free-to-play player needing to refresh their memory on how to maximize and optimize their collecting results, right? Because we want to be finishing our collections before the next set comes out. So we've got all of the cards, or at least all of the rares, maybe not all of the mythics. That's quite a tall order. We're going to work on that as time goes on. And hopefully we get some sort of wildcard conversion where we can convert our rare wildcards into mythics. So with this all being said, thanks for watching, you guys. We're going to take a look at our economy today, what each event's value is worth. We're going to talk about tracking your win rate, tracking your collection, using your win rate to estimate your farming results, and expected time input required, right? So you just need your win rate, and then you can see your expected results for each event based on this. It's called an EV calculator. And then we can track our collection stats, and we can use an equation to compare the two based on your output rewards estimations and your required card collection. So you can really estimate exactly how many events you'll need to do to not only complete a certain set, but to complete your full collection. So that's really quite cool, you guys. We have a lot to get into today. We're talking about which events you should be playing based on your win rate. So we're going to break down that calculator for you guys so you can see which event you should be playing. We're going to talk about the 3 different kinds of farming: strict free-to-play farming, the hybrid farming where you're farming with gold and gems, or just for those of you who are looking to solely buy packs and spend money on gems as well, right? Because it's less than you'd think, but it is a balancing act between time, money, and skill, right? So there's a couple equations there. We're going to talk about the value of the welcome bundles. If you're going to buy gems, how you should buy them, how you should farm optimally with saving time, I guess, so you don't burn out. We're going to talk about how you guys should be re-rolling your quests to gain as much gold, right? That's just more optimization stuff. The shortest path to get to constructed. And then we're going to talk about all of the cool things that you guys can use to expand your knowledge, right? I'm going to include all of the resources that I've used in this video. It's quite a list. And we're going to break down some of the more important articles and spreadsheets for you guys so you're aware of how to use them. It's going to be a complete A to Z breakdown. So if you're brand new to Magic the Gathering Arena and you're looking to farm this set, this video is absolutely for you guys. So hold on. And I guess let's get into the first part of this video, the economy. When we're looking at the conversions within the Magic the Gathering Arena economy, we will learn that 1 gem equals 5 gold, 200 gems equals 1 pack, and 1,000 gems equals 1 pack. We also have a couple different pack types within the game if you're unfamiliar. We have Magic the Gathering Arena packs. These consist of 8 cards, 1 mythic/rare, 2 uncommons, and 5 uncommons. We also have limited packs, which we'll be receiving for our drafts and our sealed pools. It's more important in sealed than draft because within draft, you don't get to keep the whole pack. You only get to keep the cards you select within the pack. However, in sealed, you get to keep all of the cards you open. So a limited pack consists of 14 cards, 1 mythic/rare, 3 uncommons, and 10 commons. So it's a great way to build that initial collection filled with commons and uncommons. Note that packs only contain wildcards that are Magic the Gathering Arena packs, the ones that consist of 8 cards, and these are the only packs that will progress your progress within your mythic/rare and uncommon vault progress, right? Because if you're unfamiliar of the vault, the way that works is for every card you collect that you already have 4 copies of, it's called the 5th card protection. If it's a rare, you'll receive 20 gems. If it's a mythic, you'll receive 40 gems. However, if it's a common or uncommon as well, you will still progress your vault percentage. So every card you collect that you already have a copy of progresses your vault. When you unlock your vault at 100%, you get 1 mythic, 2 rares, and 3 uncommons, I believe. So that's really cool. Just to make sure that you guys know what the vault is. Up next, we're talking about our different event values. So a sealed event costs 2,000 gems, 10,000 gold, but you can only enter it using gems, right? You can't spend your gold to enter sealed. However, if you were able to, that would be the value of it. If you use the entry fee of 2,000 gems to open packs, you get roughly 10 packs of 8 cards. In total, if you spend the equivalent amount in gems for the sealed event in packs, you would get the following. 10 rares / mythics, plus 1 wild card for the vault. You get 20 uncommons. You'll get 50 commons, leaving you a total of 82. You are also progressing your wildcard track 10 times, so 1.6 and 1.6 mythic rare for each purpose. He's rounded down to 1, which is very conservative because 1.66 is not 1. That's over 1.5, right? So you're gonna progress your wildcard progression this way, which is really cool by just opening the packs. However, if you decide to play the sealed event, and assuming that you are absolutely terrible, which is not the case, you guys are good Magic players, right? And you go 0 and 3 because you get bombed, your opponent had what they need, blah, blah, blah. You're gonna get 6 packs of 14 cards, limited packs, and then 4 packs of 8 cards, the MTG packs. This is 3 packs from finishing the event and 1 pack from converting 200 gems as the reward that you get into an additional pack. So when we add all this up, and remember, you're not going to go 0 and 1, so your results are going to be better than this. However, if you do go 0 and 3, you're going to get 10 rares / 10 mythics, 26 uncommons, 80 commons, and 116 total cards, which you can see the increased value here of doing the sealed over just buying packs. You're getting, 34 extra cards here? So that's quite a bit of value. You're not getting the wild cards, but you are really filling out that collection a lot quicker. And let's face it, you're not going 0 and 3. So each win you get on that is only going to increase your rewards substantially, you guys, quite a bit. You also progress your wildcard track 4 times instead of 10 times, getting 0.67 of each uncommon and mythic rare slots. He's rounded these down to 0. And again, I find that incredibly conservative. They should be at their original 0.67 value, because then you can times the 0.67 by how many games or rounds of it you decide to play to really get a track or a grasp on your total numbers. But at least he's included those numbers for us, so we can extrapolate that and do the math. Personal opinions for sealed. Sealed is better for growing your collection, even if you go 0 and 3 every time, because you will always get more cards for your gems, right? That's really important. The upside is amazing. Every win, you get at least an additional pack in gems. If you reach 6 wins, you get your 2,000 gems back, which is equal to going infinite. By playing sealed, you improve your skill in the format. That's really important, because the only way to get better is to participate. Opening packs is better if you want your cards as soon as possible, if you don't have the luxury of time, or you're going for specific rares or mythics to build one specific deck, right, you guys? Moving on, we have the same info here for our ranked draft. Moving on to ranked draft. The cost of ranked draft is 750 gems or 5,000 gold. We need to note that using gems is cheaper here, as it converts to roughly only 3,750 gold. Since gems are rare and cannot be farmed, they can through ranked draft, but it's not very efficient, right? We're going to assume that the entry fee is 5,000 gold instead of 750 gems. But we do have a chart that compares these two values, so you guys are going to get a visual representation of just how much more efficient it is if you have the money to spend. But a lot of us are just farming our quest to get gold and converting that gold into drafts, right? So if you use your entry fee of 5,000 gold to open packs, you'll get roughly 5 packs of 8 cards. In total, you're going to get 5 rare / mythics, 10 uncommons, 25 commons, and 40 cards total. You're also progress your wildcard track 5 times, so 0.83 common and 0.83 rare slots for that, which is really cool. He's rounded it down to 0 because he's a Nazi. Just kidding, he's a math wizard, if anything. If you decide to play the draft event, assuming you go 0 and 3, you're going to get 3 packs of 14 cards. They're limited packs, right? And 1 pack of 8 cards for your reward, and 50 gems. Note that more wins will get you more rewards, right? It increases the percent chance of your bonus second MTG pack. But for this guide, we're assuming the worst case scenario, and you're only going to get 1 pack. So in total, you get 4 mythics or rares, 11 uncommons, 35 commons, and a total package of 50 cards. So if you go 0 and 3, if you're at absolute worst, you auto concede immediately, you're still getting an additional 10 cards, but losing out on your progression of your wildcard track. So if you do the draft, you're also progressing your wildcard track 1 time, so 0.16 common and 0.16 mythic rare. For simplification purposes, we rounded down to 0 again, and we also did not take into account the 50 gems, which is 1/4 of a pack. So he's really rounding down. His personal opinion on ranked draft: opening packs is better if you want guaranteed number of rares or are going for specific rares / mythics or a top tier deck. Ranked draft is better if you want to take a risk getting more rares. If the bots pass them to you, that's important for you to rare draft and pick all those rares. You still need a lot of uncommons and commons in set because you're getting those bulk commons and uncommons just in general value, right? So it's really good to draft at the start of the set while you don't have all of those cards yet. Ranked draft is currently the only way to convert your gold into gems to play sealed without paying real money. This is the most important part of this whole sitch, you guys. Ranked draft is currently the only way to convert gold into gems without paying real money to play the sealed event. Playing ranked draft, you improve your skills in the format, which is really important. A lot of people are like, well, I'm so bad at limited. How do you think you get better? The only way to get better at something is to participate and practice within it, its environment, right? So personally, even though I'm fairly a weak limited player, I still prefer to play drafts because I get more fun mileage for your time and gold, right? That's important. Drafting does go through the process of selecting cards, plus rare drafting, building a deck, etc. And that takes up more of your time than just opening packs, lengthening your entertainment value for the resources spent. That being said, I know there are players out there who just want to make their fun, constructed decks, and not bother with limited. So the above advice is not for everyone. However, we're talking about all of the different ways that you can farm today, you guys. So this is just one of them. Ending note, he didn't include competitive draft here as the guide is leaned towards beginners. Thank you. If you have an above win rate average of 55% plus, then competitive draft is by far the best way to spend your gems to get rewards. And again, we're going to compare all of these techniques on a visual chart for you guys, which is really nice. Moving on. Without drafting, we can use the following calculations to estimate our completion. The Ikoria set consists of 212 rares and 60 mythics. So that's 53 rare cards times 4 and 15 mythic cards times 4. So that's how we extrapolate that. You can expect to receive roughly 168 packs by completing 4 wins every day. Oh my lord. So from daily coins, you're going to get 1.2 packs a day, 108 per set. From weekly packs, 39 per set. From the play code, 3. Seasonal reward, if you're in gold in both sets, you get 6, which is, you should be in gold in both sets. That's 18 per set. And then total free packs equaling 168. There are some conditions here if we continue to read underneath. This assumes you get 4 wins a day, 550 gold, plus a quest averaging around 600 per day. I think the average might be 550, so that could be a little high. But again, we do have the incidental coins from days where you go past your 4 wins, and then those profitable side events that we have as well. And this gentleman has been super conservative before, so he's going to continue to be conservative as well. This assumes 90 days per set. It allows you 5 missed days per year, which is not a lot. This style requires you to play Magic the Gathering Arena every single day, basically. And then again, there's 3 weekly packs that you get, 13 per set. And then we're assuming that there'll be a 3-pack code for each set, which there always has been. And then we're also assuming our season rewards stay the same, right? 1 month per 1 season. Assumes that you get gold in each season. We can easily just change these numbers, right? Anywho, with this math, 212 minus 168 leaves us 49 point something packs if we do break it down. But we're going to need about 50 packs to get our missing rares set, which is cool because that will equal 212, which is exactly what we need, you guys. So that is very cool. A nice way to complete your rare collection with spending minimal money and relatively low amounts of time. The only downside to this method, it will take you the entire 90 days to complete your collection, right? on the very last day, you're going to open up your very last pack to complete your rare collection. So this is not good for people who want a full collection right away, who don't care about how much time they're spending. This is the middle path, right? For those people who are like, well, I don't mind putting in a couple dollars of real money, right? I'll buy the pre-release bundle for $50 to get my 50 packs, and then I'll just play Magic every day and have fun, right? So that is the best route for casual players, right? Who don't want to take it too seriously. You don't want to spend infinite time playing. Moving on a little bit further down the path, we're going to talk about our required win rates to go infinite. So what does going infinite mean? To go infinite in Magic the Gathering Arena, it means when we enter an event, we are being rewarded with enough to re-enter the event for free, right? So we have the percentage rates up here. So required win rates to go infinite, also known as farming. However, we can farm without going infinite. This is just the greatest way to ever do it. Ranked draft is 75% almost, you guys. So that's the best gem farming option for the Mastery Pass. The traditional draft is 73.8. Sealed event all the way up at 81%. Standard event nice and low, 56. And traditional standard, which is the best of 3, is the lowest required win rate of 55.1%. And that's our best option for gold farming. Let's scoot down a little bit and take a look at the gem equivalent value of various Magic the Gathering Arena events based on our win rate, right? So we can estimate our win rate and our time requirement here and kind of extrapolate what is going to be most important for us. We're going to see the opening packs is our baseline. That's our 0. So that is what the economy is based off of for the 5 gold equals 1 gem, right? And then the 200 gems equals 1 pack. So you can see here, we're going to learn how to track our win rate in just a second. But once you do track your win rate, you're going to kind of realize and learn what your win rate is the more you play, right? So say we're at a 50% win rate, right? Nice in the middle. Most of you guys should get a 50% win rate. And then we're going to see the best option for us. So obviously, if you're getting a 50% win rate, sealed is 100% your best option to spend your gems on, right? Maybe we don't have gems, right? And then, so we move down a little bit. We see the best of 1 draft entry by paying gems because it is cheaper if you pay gems than gold, right? It's only 3,750 gold rather than 5,000 gold if you pay with gems. So we see that that's a really nice value as well if you can pay gems for that. However, moving down that 50% win rate line, we now see traditional draft, right? Which is the best of 3 draft. And at 50%, you're not really getting that much more value, right? You're getting 100 extra gems in value. So a 10% increase. And I guess if you have to do, say, 65 drafts to complete the set, for example, not having to do 10% of that, not having to do 6 to 7 drafts could be incredibly helpful. However, we do need to now keep in mind the required time investment because it's a balancing act, like I said, between time, money, and skill. And this is kind of the chart that I like to use to visually get an idea of where I'm at and what I'm willing to do. So personally, we all know that a sealed and a good draft is going to take 2 hours plus. So if we're spending 2 hours every day to save 10%, does that 10% equal out how much time that will equal? So like if we're saving 10%, we need to do 65 drafts to finish, and each draft is worth 3.5 packs or something. We can times that, and it's like, I need to do the math to write it out for you guys, but it's a lot of time that you could potentially spend by just opening packs if your skill rate isn't high enough, right? So honestly, if you're playing at a 50% win rate, maybe just buy your packs, buy your pre-release event, get better, and then move your way up. Start to try to farm gold anyways, because you should be playing the game regardless, and then convert that gold into gems where you can play the sealed events. That's my favorite thing is I draft at the beginning of a season, and then I farm gems with all of my drafts. I do packs for the second half of this season, and then I use all my sealed or all my gems on the start of a new season in sealed just because it has the highest conversion rate. So again, all of this is going to be posted so you can take a nice look at it. And then it's going to break it down for you here. A beginner with a win rate of minus or less than 44% should be playing best of 1 draft for gem entry, best of 1 standard for gold entry, and avoiding best of 3 draft, because we do need to convert our gold into gems, and this is the only way to do it. And we really need to be above that 44% win rate for it to be worth our time investment. And really, it's much nicer if we're about 50, and it's even better if we can break 55. If we can break 55% win rate in traditional standard, that's pretty good farming. Moving on, you guys. The only way to convert gold into gems is through ranked drafts. If you can keep a 50% event win rate, 375 gems back / 2,500 gold per draft, this will take into account that you have almost 44 guaranteed Ikoria packs, 3 from the game rewards, 3 codes, and about 30 in your mastery pass, and 8 seasonal rewards, right? The gold. Mastery packs also include draft tokens and 4,000 gold. So you can get about all of your Ikoria rares and about half of the mythics for 1,000 or 176,000 gold, you guys. So that's quite a bit. But when we break it down, divided by 5,000, it equals 35 drafts. And if we want to spend gems on those drafts rather than paying the money, it's not 5,000, it's only 750. So that's pretty cool. So you're going to save some gems there, and it will be about 26,000 gems if you want to just buy gems to do the drafts, plus your mastery pass. So you're getting everything you need for under 30,000 gems, and then you don't have to farm constructed. All you have to do is draft until you're out of gems. So that's pretty cool. Keep in mind, an event win rate is not the same as a match win rate. We're going to get into that a little bit later. You can also farm, you can also farm the required gold the set before once you get caught up, which is really cool. So my collection is caught up. So the whole set basically, or the second half of the set, I'm just farming gold and gems for the next set, which is really cool. How much gold can you make a day, a week, a month, a set? With your weekly quests plus 4 wins a day, we're talking 950 a day, 6.6 thousand a week, 26,000 a month, and each set roughly 86,000 gold. That leaves us with 89,000 gold left to farm the constructed events. If you can keep a 50% win rate, event win rate, again here, 500 gold profit, you'll need to complete the constructed event roughly 179 times throughout the season to farm the set 100% for free. This is the best option for strict free-to-play players. The only downside here is the massive time requirement, because not only are you going to need to do 179 constructed events at a 50% event win rate, which is pretty good, we're going to get into that more, but you'll also need to complete all 35 of your drafts as well, with also a very good win rate. So that's quite a bit of work to do as a free-to-play player. You're going to be busy playing Magic all hours of the day. Keep in mind, core sets have a larger card pool. This is roughly 30 more cards. However, not all 30 of these cards will be rares, maybe 25% of them. However, there's going to be 4 copies of each, which basically nullifies that. This can easily be farmed passively throughout the whole year because it only happens once a year. You're also going to receive in-game card rewards to complete your collection along the way. This is roughly 67 rares and 9 mythics with a 50% match win rate, not an event win rate. So we're able to track our win rate percentage and our average rewards using EV calculators. I've included 2 of them, right? The first one here, we have an example. All you need to do is go over here to where it's red, put in your player match win rate, and then it's going to give you your value of the whole economy, right? So that's really, really cool. We have the second one, which is the one I'm more familiar with. We have links for both of these in the description below, along with all of my other resources, right? So this second one here, all we do is enter our win rate in this black box, and then it's going to generate this info for us, which I really, really like. So all you need to do is enter your win rate found within your Magic the Gathering Arena tracker. We're going to take a look at that as well. If you guys do not have a Magic the Gathering Arena tracker, there's a couple you could use. Untap.gg, MTGA Assistant, MTG Helper, Magic the Gathering Arena Tool. We're going to supply a link to all of the trackers to compare them, so you get to pick the one that best suits you. This month, I'm using Magic the Gathering Arena Assistant by aetherhub.com, and if you want to download that, obviously link in the description below. Anywho, My recommendation is for new players to purchase the welcome bundles, as these are the best value within the game, period. This should be enough to jumpstart your collection if you choose to farm drafts and constructed events rather than just blast open packs with them. Progressing further than this, the $50 pre-release bundles, you're going to get 4 bonus packs on that, which is cool just because it's the pre-release, and a couple extra things, right? Like a sleeve, an avatar, and I think maybe a pet. However, this should be enough buffer for allowing more casual play schedule, so you're not having to play every single day, and then the ability to stack gold for the absurdly expensive events and pets, because they are not cheap. It's like 10k gold for some of these events, 20,000 for some of the pets. I know you guys are more concerned about your collections, but once you do get caught up, it's a great way to just stay caught up. It's nice once you are finally caught up, right? So if you're a baller and still reading and watching this and you've not already opened 200 plus packs to complete your collection in the first hour, you could skip farming and just play the game, you guys. Get your 4 daily wins and spend less than you would, right? Because 217 packs is not cheap. And the completion for rares and yeah, it's not cheap to complete your collection, right? It'd be roughly $318 US if you wanted to complete your collection and just buy it. A full collection is going to run you roughly $318 for all the mythics. If you just want the rares, you're coming down to about $217. So please, you guys, keep in mind you're going to receive roughly 168 packs from weekly wins, daily wins. And if you buy packs or receive gems before you complete your collection, you're only going to get so if we spend $150 and then we play every day anyways, these 168 packs are still going to roll in, right? And then when we open them, we're only going to get gems for them. 20 gems for rares, 40 for mythics. I know it's better than nothing. We also progress our vault, but it's not as good as just getting those cards. So keep in mind that this is going to happen to you if you spam out a bunch of packs right in the start. However, that's the cost of doing business, you guys. We do have some takeaways here. 1, everyone should buy the welcome bundle. Spenders should only buy gems in increments of 20,000. You get like a 25% more value there, I believe. And then win 4 games every single day. Cycle your quests worth 500 gold every single day. If you can, you get to do 1. And then finish the day with 1 empty quest slot. And then try to finish the day with an incomplete 500 gold. So you want to be able to roll 1 today. And then if it doesn't work, you leave it and you get a new chance to re-roll it tomorrow. So you only ever need 1 empty slot unless it's Sunday, right? Anywho, the shortest path to competitive constructed is mono red. We do have a guide in the Discord. Please join, link in the description below. That's going to talk about free-to-play decks, mono red, and constructed farming. We do have some veterans within that area, so that's really cool. They're going to be able to help you get up and running as quickly and as pain-free as possible. Drafts offer much better value cost per game than sealed, obviously, but the value is not as high. And gold can only be converted to gems through ranked drafts, you guys. We have all of our resources here as well. I highly suggest that you take the time and look at each one of these articles. Try to familiarize yourself with it. If you have any questions, please join the Discord. These articles cover so much more than I went through today. We wouldn't possibly have enough time. It would be a 3-hour video. I basically just read my notes to you guys straight up, and it was already up to 30 minutes. So please, please, please familiarize yourself with all of these different resources. If you have any questions about the EV calculators, don't be shy. Actually, any questions at all about anything, please don't be shy. We're looking forward to help you there. There is one last thing we need to do. We're talking about tracking our win rate, you guys. So let me just open up a tool here and we can go to matches. We go current season. We look at our win rate. My win rate's 52%. And then that is the number that we will enter into the tracker. When we're looking at our collection, we can go here to collection. All of these trackers will have this in a different format. We can do it just for each set, or we could do our total completion, right? And then we do have some fun math to break down here as well before we go. I will show you this. So this is a template that I have kind of edited, right? This is that EV calculator. And if we scroll over here, you'll see my completion set stats, which I've only taken from right here. So we see I have 8,000 out of, let's go to all cards. Get out of here. So we'll see, this is my collection. This is what I'm missing. It's changed a little bit because I did go crazy on the wild cards. I spent most of my commons and uncommons yesterday. But we take these numbers, we put them into our spreadsheet here, right? Corresponding, my collection, the total, right? And then our percentage, and then what we have remaining, and then what we need for those packs based on the ratio that you get those cards per pack, right? And then we also have the equation that's going to tell us, based on our current win rate, how many traditional events are going to be required of us to be able to farm those required wildcards based on the wildcard ratio, right? Because we enter our win rate, and then we're going to see just how many commons we're going to get, how many rares we're going to get, and how many mythics we're going to get, and then how many gold we're going to net as well, right? So we can extrapolate and totally find out how many events we need to do to complete our collection. For example, with my current win rate, which is not good, I need 735 traditional events to complete my entire collection, right? And that's going to net me about 50,000 gold as well, which is pretty cool. I'll just save that for later. I also want to make a quick note here. You see a lot of these values are negative. Please be aware that negative net gains are still better value than buying packs. We just have to balance the time input, right, to make sure that that's okay with us. I've done complete stats here for my whole complete collection. We could easily trim this down and do this equation for each individual set for you guys. If you're interested, let me know. Obviously, we are running out of time before Ikoria hits, so I'm trying to get everything done and out to you guys so you're fully aware of everything you have to do. There is the Hipsters of the Coast spreadsheet that you guys need to track. So when you're drafting, be sure to only draft those rare cards, right? That's the most important part. Don't open your packs, save your packs because of the 5-card protection rule. So when you draft, you don't get to choose what rares come up in your draft, obviously. You get what you're given. And if you already have 4 copies of that card and it comes up in your draft, don't take it because you don't need that. You can take anything else. And once you do start drafting your 4th copy of things, now if you're a middle path kind of person, you can take a look at just opening packs, because drafting does become less, it has diminishing returns once you get to a certain point. And that's the reason that we want to save our packs and not open them until we get to that halfway mark, right? Because when we open our packs, we have the protection rule enabled. So we're only, every time we open a pack, we're guaranteed to get a rare that we do not have yet. If we do, we're going to get gems instead. You get 20 gems for a rare and 40 gems for a mythic rare. So if you are getting gems out of packs, that means you have 100% of the rares within that set, which is pretty cool. Let's be honest, right? With that all being said, you guys, if you have any other questions or if I've forgotten anything, please put them down below in the comments. Join the Discord and we're going to get you set up and help you farm this set to the best of your ability for whatever is best for you, because all of these methods are a little bit different. They all required a different dollar amount, a different time investment, and they all depend upon your relative skill. So there's a couple variables to consider to decide which method is going to be best for you while farming Ikoria, Lair of Behemoths. We don't want you guys wasting money. We don't want you guys wasting time. And like I said earlier, you never really want to throw darts in the dark, because a lot of people, even due to my recommendations, have tried to farm their sets through drafts, but they don't have the required time, so they get halfway through it. And that is the equivalent of throwing a dart in the dark. If you can be aware of the situation right out of the gates and you're like, wow, I don't have the time to do 100 drafts with my win rate. Nope, not happening. I do have the time to do 4 wins though. I'm going to do that instead, right? I could balance this equation with, I don't value 100 hours as much as I value $50, right? It's like a little bit of equation you can do as an adult, but maybe you're a little bit younger and it's like, well, I don't have $50. I got to buy food and rent or something. Then you can just sink that time in. as well, right? Stay up late with the boys doing the drafts. Anyways, you guys, thanks for watching. I hope you're super excited about the release of Ikoria Lair of Behemoths. We are here a whole bunch today. We've got a lot to get done. We've got this farming guide. We have a theory crafting video. We have our set review. We have old Esper videos that we need to get out because the pre-release event is right around the corner, you guys. I hope you're looking forward to seeing some spicy brews. Yeah, we've built a really cool video or a deck we're going to do a video on next. Be sure to watch that and let us know what you think. It is an Abzan Andratha deck. It consists of a lot of the new cards. Sorry, I don't remember them. It was a long night. We stayed up very late building it. Regardless of that, we're going to be streaming the event on Twitch. You can check us out. We're live every single day, 6 a.m. PST normally. However, with the event, I think we're going to try to do 24 hours or whatever the let us do. We're going to try to do the whole time. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So be sure to follow us on Twitch. If you found any value within this video, don't be scared to like, comment, and subscribe. The thumbs up will do great as well. I'll get that to the camera for you guys. And most importantly, say hi to me in the Discord once you've joined. I'd love to meet you. Thanks for watching, you guys, and we will see you later with some more Ikoria Lair of Behemoths content. Take care. If you liked today's video, be sure to check out some of our other content. We built playlists for our guides for beginners, and then we also have our greatest hits, which is a collection of our most popular videos. You can also subscribe if you're interested in winning up to 500,000 gems. So do that, tap that like button, send this out to a friend who you think might be interested in it as well, and have a great day.